Hello, neighbors. Welcome back to the neighborhood. I'm Squealer D and I am back again. And this time, neighbors, we are visiting Amy during her 3 hurricane videos that she scraped together for views to make money off of her followers. And we're going to just pop them all into one like she should have done and go ahead and comment on them. Let's get started and see what she's been up to. I hope you have all been good.
The day that hurricane is coming through, I think we're going to start this afternoon. I think just the rain and the winds, we will be fine. We're not even in a zone where it's even considered.
So this is the day that the hurricane was supposed to be coming through. This was the 28th or the 29th, Tuesday.
They're dangerous. I think we're looking at the map of evacuations and where everybody's going. There's like a little pocketed area where a house.
So this was filmed on Tuesday, the 29th, and it was released on September 5th, way after the hurricane had already passed through. She made all of her followers wait until this video was posted to figure out if they made it through because she couldn't lose any views. Now, could she? She couldn't give her followers a spoiler in the comments, so she played coy, just giving dumb answers in her comments to all of her followers who really care about her. Amy, that isn't very nice of you.
And all around us is bright red, bright orange to evacuate. Ours is right in the middle, so I think we'll be good. So I thought, well, what I'm going to do today is focus on our school and food today. That's my goal. So I was outside swimming for about an hour, and I'm like, okay, I'm getting hungry.
She's going to focus on food and school. Best bet is the food is something processed that she just has to heat up and school doesn't happen.
I'm going to come in and make some eggs. I've got onions and green peppers and some bacon bits. I thought, let me whip that together, make a nice little omelet or something. And then I'm going to get dinner going because I want to get that done so I can do school today, focus on that and everything else. Get my crock pot out.
She has to cook dinner at 9 a.m. or else she can't get school for the day done.
I pulled out kielbasa yesterday. I've got some small potatoes, green beans. We're just going to cut those up, put them together with some seasonings, set them in there, let them cook all day. Not even have to think about it. And then I don't know, see what else.
So dinner is kielbasa, processed sausage.
I end up doing today, but for now, I'm starving. So let me come over here. Let's make some eggs.
It looks like you're starving a lot, Amy.
It's yummy. Let's have a great day. You guys ready for a good Tuesday? I'll keep you updated. We'll film all day, show what's going on. The weather's beautiful right now. There's a little bit of a breeze.
People didn't want an update 5 days after the storm, Amy. People wanted an update to know that you were okay during the storm. You could have left a community tab post to let everybody know that you were okay, but then maybe they wouldn't watch this video. So you didn't do that. That's really unthoughtful of you.
Nothing more than like just the normal everyday today. So it's the calm before the storm. So, all right, let's go over here and start making some eggs for breakfast. Let's go. So I'm going to get creative here. I've got onions and green peppers. I was just going to do bacon. And I looked at the refrigerator. I had this. This was our skewer dinner. So I think I've cut up pierogies before, put them in.
Oh no, she's going to get creative. And that means her and Greg are going to have these pierogies all the way back from when they burnt on the grill. And she is that horrendous grill, the cancer grill. She burnt these on there and now she's going to chop them up after they've sat in the refrigerator for days and use them for her and Greg's breakfast. Greg, Amy does not care about you. Who would give this to her husband for breakfast, especially when he's overweight and 50? Ay, ay, ay.
Up and fry them. My favorite's when you forget to fill up your...
Instead, chop them up and throw them in the garbage can.
Butter dish with butter. So, your stuff is a little bit hard. So I'm going to just put the 2 pieces of bread together with that in there. This is delicious, just simple and easy. It's going to be like a hash. I'm going to fry a couple eggs and put it on top. This is a great way to make a good breakfast here. Kids will make their own. They're good for that. They like to, so we let them.
Okay, guys, so these pierogies right here, there was about 20 pierogies left there. These are Mrs. T's pierogies. And that means that this serving of pierogies for Amy is 1,150 calories. If she splits it with Greg, her and Greg are each eating, oh man, for the whole breakfast, they end up eating 1,500 calories each. It's crazy. Amy, that is too many calories for your breakfast. Whether you're using up leftovers or not, that is too many calories. Don't do that to you or Greg.
I put some grease in my pan, like some more butter. So yeah, that's my fail. Greg's like his real gooey, so I usually should put some stuff in the bottom. I didn't.
That is why Greg left you the first time. I keep telling you this. You do not care about what Greg wants. Greg wants his eggs runny, and he wants grease in the pan when you cook them. Instead, you cook them with a dry pan and you cook them to smithereens. There isn't a drip of yolk left in any of those eggs. Greg couldn't get a wet yolk around you if he gave you $1 million. You don't like wet yolk, so Greg doesn't get wet yolk. You don't know how to cook eggs and you refuse to learn, so Greg will never get an egg like he likes. Greg, if you want an egg done the way you want it done, you better go to a cafe, sir.
It's okay. Live and learn. It's all good.
Live and learn. Amy, live and learn. You are 50 years old. You've been with Greg for how many years and you're still saying live and learn? Greg, she's never going to live and learn. This is how she is until she's too old and febile to even make you eggs. And then she'll really be, what will she be good for you?
He's on here. He likes it yolky. He does more than that. That's okay. Thank goodness I'm not judged on making.
Good. Thank goodness you're not being judged on how good it looks. Nobody would judge you on this at all, Amy. Children can cook eggs better than this. And second of all, stop blaming your children for ruining these type of pans. You always do. It's you. Every time you use metal on your nonstick pans, it's you. And then you say that it's the girls. Stop blaming your children for things. You already exploit them for money. Don't blame them for ruining pans that I've seen you ruin.
All right. I don't like any bit of yolk stuff in mine. I'd rather have it all cooked. I just don't like the uncooked egg thing. I know people do. I just don't. Breakfast.
Okay. So I didn't even add the toast in, but this right here, for these 2 servings, guys, where is Amy's? I wrote it down for you. I wrote it down so we know how much it is. For this breakfast, without the toast, it's 935 calories. I forgot she put the white piece of bread on there. That's another 110 calories. This breakfast is over 1,000 calories. It has 32 grams of protein. Well done on actually getting some protein today, Amy. But it has 1,650 milligrams of sodium. Amy, all you do is ingest sodium. This breakfast is way too big for somebody your age and size.
Either sriracha or Alzheimer's going to eat this delicious breakfast.
Also, my anything that I did doesn't include seasonings because Amy uses that extremely high sodium chicken bouillon.
And that the power does go down and we lose water here, this will be less dishes to wash. So I think that would be why. So I'm going to put it inside a plastic thing so it's easy to clean. Probably be fine tonight, but you always be prepared. So I'm going to chop up some kielbasa. I think there's 3 links here. I'm going to put 2 in here, put 1 in the freezer bag, put in the freezer, and then get some small potatoes, wash them, put them in there, and a can of green beans and some salt and pepper and maybe some seasonings, whatever I find to put in there. Onion, maybe garlic. What do I have? I have to go look and see if I got some over there. Put in there. Put it on low, let it cook all day. Easy, delicious. If I've got a few seconds, I'm going to whip some bread together too in my bread machine because that'll be really good with it. Get your meat on the bottom because that's the greasiest. And then it won't stick. And I'll put the potatoes next because those are kind of raw, kind of steam up as the heat comes up. And the green beans. I'll just pour some in there, maybe a little bit of liquid from the can. Yesterday, I remember I had corn dogs.
So, for your dinner, Amy, your kielbasa death dinner, that was not enough protein for you and your family. You chose to use 2 of those strips, which is 28 ounces. 28 ounces is only 84 grams of protein, Amy. If you split 84 grams of protein by 8 people in your family, you are each only getting 10.5 grams of protein. That is not enough protein for a child for dinner, especially when they're going to have state fair corn dogs for lunch. A State Fair corn dog has what, Amy? 4 grams of protein? You are not feeding your children nutritious foods. You're just feeding them whatever garbage that you can feed them, because cooking takes too much of your time and they don't want to eat the disgusting concoctions you cook up.
I'm going to take these out. Maybe for lunch today, that'll be easy. Corn dogs and kielbasa, 2 hot dog products. It's a good, just to put in the freezer here if we want to have something simple for lunch.
Those kielbasas have 590 milligrams of sodium for every 2 ounces, Amy. The amount of sodium you just put in there is 8,260 grams of sodium just from the kielbasas. Each person is going to get over 1,000 grams of sodium. It is only suggested that your children get 1,800 grams of sodium a day, Amy. They're going to get almost all of their sodium just from the kielbasa. You are kielbasaing your children.
For the next couple days. Let's interrupt real quick and let me put some of these in a bag. My freezer is pretty full out here, so let me just put some in a bag. Yeah. Oh, already packaged.
And then she did pour some seasoning or seasoning salt or whatever she poured on there. So the kielbasas, they had, for protein in your kielbasas, little bit of protein, Amy. You got 6 grams of protein for every 2. That means each person only gets 10 grams. That's not enough. The potatoes, they add a little bit more protein, 21 grams of protein for the entire half a bag you threw in there, 735 calories. This is the green beans. We shouldn't even count the green beans. It's a gram of protein and only 25 calories that you added to the dish, but 550 milligrams of sodium in this dish, Amy, without me adding in your seasoning, the seasoning salt and whatever this is on the counter right here. You put in 3,200 calories, 8,800 milligrams of sodium, and only 106 grams of protein. That means if you split this 8 ways and you have no leftovers, if you guys eat this all up, each person will only get 410 calories, 1,100 milligrams of sodium, and only 13 grams of protein. Amy, if your children eat 2 corn dogs that day, they'll get less than 30 grams of protein in a day. Have you ever looked, Amy, to see how many grams of protein your children need, especially your boys? It's a thing, you know. Boys need protein. Boys ages 12 to 19 need 86.5 grams of protein, and little girls age 12 to 19 need 62 grams. That means if your kids are getting 30-ish grams of protein a day, that's not even good enough for the little girls. Step up your protein game, Amy. I noticed you got enough protein in your meal. Where is your children's protein? You can't afford it. Maybe your house is too expensive. Maybe your refrigerator is too expensive. Maybe you get too many, pool toys. Who knows what you're spending too much money on? Big drinks for your husband so he can stay well caffeinated. I don't know, but you need to invest in some protein for your sons, especially.
Okay, we're back in the car again.
Oh, where are we now?
Why are we
Today, Miss Amy?
Why are we even going
4 hours before a hurricane blows
Well,
through.
let's see, yesterday was...
Yeah, Miss Amy, why are you driving around 4 hours before a hurricane blows through? So you can annoy all the workers that just want to get home and make sure their families are safe.
Because we didn't get any gas, so then we got gas, and we got home, and I figured we'd be
gas, by the way.
hungered in and doing good, and then a couple days ago, our air conditioner started funny, and we're like, that's weird, what's that noise? We look over there, and there was like a snake piece on it, and I'm like, oh my goodness.
There was a dead corn snake.
She's finally admitting that her air conditioner has never worked properly. She's always said it was too hot. She said she can't cook in her kitchen because it gets too hot, and now finally she's admitting it doesn't work. Greg, one more thing that you didn't get checked on the home inspection. The air conditioning in Florida should have been your number 1 priority. You wanted a pool, so the pool should have been your second priority. And now you've lived in this house for 3 short months, and both of them are effed. Congratulations, Greg. You're a real house finder, aren't you?
Who would get, like, how much time does a snake have to crawl up in my air conditioner and get himself ripped around there? But obviously
And it happened overnight.
Yeah.
So I'm assuming that
The snake has probably been there forever. He never checked the house. The house probably got snakes and disgusting animals. That's why their house smells like death. Amy, you always tell us that the house stinks. It's because you have dead critters all in your ventilation system. If the house set and there was no air conditioning running, the air conditioner broke down, and now you have animals living in your vents. Congratulations.
powered off, and then it could sense that the heat from the motor, and maybe it went up there and curled around the motor, and then the thing cycled out.
Well, then his destiny was done. He got chopped up in my air conditioner. So then, over the next couple of days, a couple of days.
But a disclaimer.
What?
When we first moved in.
Well, no, this was after.
I thought I could.
She didn't want him talking about when they first moved in. She said, well, this was after. She never likes him talking about the past because he will rotate her timeline, warp her timeline, since she is a manipulator of time.
The faintest little bearing squeak.
It was probably the snake eggs.
Anybody.
It was probably the snake eggs. Yes, Amy, because there were eggs in there and they hatched, and that's where the snake came from. It didn't crawl in there. It hatched in there. So yeah, you have a whole hatchery of snakes in there, and they're waiting and they're planning for their big escape when they attack you in the night while you're sleeping.
But anybody that's worked on motors and those bearings and things like that, it's like you can kind of
sense those.
Yeah, you can sort of hear them a little bit, whether they're running smooth or not. Like a wheel bearing or something. It's like
you can sense them, Amy. Yes, it's like a seventh sense you get when you work with rod bearings. You can just sense them. Just like you usually see cheetahs out your window in Florida.
Then
that was like
sort of a
2
little
months ago.
tiny squeak, right?
2 months ago.
But then it cleared.
Right.
And I thought, okay.
Yeah, so it was crap 2 months ago. And it's because Greg did not go see the house and he did not get an inspection. Who buys a $650,000 house and doesn't get an inspection? Who? Amy Maryon. That's who.
Well, the house has been sitting for a while.
Sure, probably needs to be cleaned out.
It was set to like 78 or whatever it was. So maybe it just needs to kind of get the whatever out. And then so it didn't. And if we used it, the noise went away.
Right.
So
then we saw the dead snake, and then all during the day, multiple times, it just started making really weird noises.
Yeah. So.
And you kept thinking it was just a snake body, like wrapped up in the hand. Like, would it not chop that body up?
Yeah, because the snake skin. It was like leather. So I went in there last night and grabbed a hold of the snake with pliers. It was literally like a piece of beef jerky.
Oh yeah,
it was like it was solid, like leather. But
I don't think it was only in there for one night. That means Greg has never looked in there before. Greg, shame on you. Amy trusted you to find this house, and look what you did. I don't know how she can even stand to be around you, which makes sense why you guys do your little petty arguments all the time, because she's PO'd that you picked a real crapper of a house.
There, and then it went quiet.
Right.
And then it would do a random make a crazy noise, and then it would go quiet again.
Like nothing was consistent.
Yeah. So when we went to bed, it was quiet.
Yeah.
So
you poured stuff in there.
Yeah, I sprayed around the shaft with a little bit of Marble Mystery oil, just to if there was anything on there like leftover snake body or whatever.
It'd go away.
Yeah, kind of lubricate it and let it spin it off.
Is that normal? How they talk over each other all the time? Yeah, sure. Sure isn't even something you say when you're talking about a snake piece in a heater or an air conditioner. Amy, that's not even something normal. You say sure like he's explaining something that everybody has experienced before. I've never seen a snake in an air conditioner, and yet you talk over him like, sure. He's trying to tell us what the snake was like. If it was leathery and hard and you had to pull it out with pliers, most likely, Greg, that thing's been in there for a long time. And you didn't know because, like I said, you didn't get an inspection. And Amy doesn't want you to keep over-explaining, because then people like me will realize that you and her are liars and you've been manipulating and lying to your followers your entire existence on YouTube. And now it's starting to fall apart because the lies are showing, like when you disappeared from your family for 8 months, because now Amy's starting to say things that don't make sense unless you really did leave her, Greg. So you guys need to just come out with all of your lies. You need to have a couples reveal and just tell all the lies you told. Come clean. Make things better for yourself.
Off, you know?
So then you can pull the snake piece off the side, sit about the pool. That's kind of cool.
Yeah, the tails and the
Then I was
side
thinking in
yard,
my head, and you had mentioned we should get an extra motor because it is like how we're over houses.
Mhm.
14 years. We figured we should get another one. We're like, sure, we'll get one maybe after this hurricane. We'll get one just to have on standby.
Yeah, because we were.
She acts like they're getting it to put on standby. Amy, you're getting it so he could put it in right now because you're sweating at your house because your air conditioning isn't working. Come on now. You're not getting an extra one. He's not going to pick up two right now, one to replace it and one for an extra. You should have had an extra. That's what was said. You should have had an extra. So when the storm came, you didn't have to go bother the workers at the stores to get a part. You should have had it. That's called preparedness.
Sorry.
Yeah, just replace them.
It's the fan motor and capacitor.
Capacitor, easy for you to do.
Yeah, super easy to do. And I guess you should always have one on hand.
Right.
You know.
But then today I woke up and I was like, I looked at the temperature. That whole weather station at the end of our bed. It's like 80 degrees outside. The house was 79.
I love my weather station.
And I was like, ooh, the air conditioner died. So I went, got in the bathroom and you can hear the air.
He loves the weather station, but he didn't take it with him when he left last time.
Conditions outside the window, and I was like, no, it's still blowing and making, or you could hear it. So I'm like, no, it's still running. It's probably
Like the furnace blower was still blowing upstairs.
Yeah, and so then I went to the kitchen, and I was like, I felt the breeze or whatever, the wind from the thing. I'm like, well, it doesn't feel very warm. Then the thermometer was saying 77, when it should be saying like 74.
Mm-hmm.
So I was like, ugh, okay,
we're losing air.
so I just whatever, and then I went, and I'm like, I'm gonna go, just go for a swim. I'm just gonna whatever.
Don't think about this situation right now.
Relax for the day. There's nothing I can do. I don't know how to fix it. Greg's in bed. I'm like, I'm gonna go swim for a while, enjoy the coolness of the morning before this hurricane crazy drama starts.
Mm-hmm.
And then I went over and it was like 9 degrees hot. So I'm like, probably should shut off, and I did. Greg got up and I'm like, hey, happy hurricane morning. The air conditioner's dead. So, of course.
Were you not allowed to wake him up when you first noticed it? Maybe if you would have woke him up, maybe he could have fixed it. You said then it got super hot. I don't know, Amy. Were you not allowed to wake Greg up? Does he not get up early if you tried to wake him? What was going on? I would have, if I woke up and my $650,000 house was hot, I would immediately wake my husband up and be like, honey, something's wrong. It's 80 degrees outside and it's 79 degrees in the house. Help me. I don't know.
The next day or anything because
it's going right up across the state line,
so
nothing's making it through.
We're not finding anything, so we could wait 5 to 7 days. Now we have a portable air conditioner, so worst case scenario, we can plug that in our downstairs block off the stairway, and we would be totally fine.
Which we're gonna, if we
you would not be fine. You would be so hot, you would sweat till you were wet. I hope that never has to happen for you.
Power, we're gonna
we'll definitely do that too for our generator. So, but then you called we were thinking there was gonna be no appliance stores around anywhere, right?
It's like an AC parts place or whatever.
And someone has it, so we're like,
or so they say. So we'll see. But anyways, he just wasn't. His mind was a million miles away.
They're trying to get out of there.
Yeah, they want to get out of there early and
everybody's
stuff.
Closing and wants to get out of here for.
So he just said, "I got you." So
we're hoping that I got you means they really have that thing there. So we're hopeful. So we're gonna drive there.
And if not, I stood out there after I flipped the fan upside down just to get a little bit of lubrication into the bearing, and then had Amy turn it on from inside the house while I stood out there. And it turns back on the spin. So
okay. Did you see any snake pieces in it?
Yeah, there was like just a little.
Greg, you literally didn't say anything. I sat, I listened, I paid attention. You said if they don't have the part, it's okay because I went out there and it fired back on. But firing on and actually cooling your house are two separate things. Just because you went back out there and it turned on doesn't mean that you don't need this part. Doesn't mean that, oh, well, at least. No, it's nothing. What you said doesn't mean anything. If you would have followed it up with, which then it got cooled and we really don't need this part, that would have made sense. But what you said didn't mean anything. You just wanted to say that you went out and did something. You went out and checked and it came on. Did it make your house cold, Greg? Did the air get cold? Did the temperature go down? No, it was already working. Amy said that. It was working and the house was hot. That was the problem, Greg. You didn't solve the problem by saying you went out there and it turned back on. The problem is it's not getting cold. So are you going to be able to solve that problem? That is what we're talking about right now. Stay on subject, Greg. You make it very hard for your followers to follow if you don't know what you're talking about. This is your show.
Jammed it up.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, that's fun, exciting. So yeah, so
I was expecting, because we pulled about this much of the head out,
Okay, what is this black? You pulled this much of the head out and then you put it black. Amy, did you mean to put a picture here? Did you mean to put words here? Did you just leave this black because he showed us with his hands and you didn't want to show us his hand for some reason? Like, this is ridiculous. You have been editing your videos for years and years and years. Why are we staring at a blank black screen when you have 143,000 followers? This is not somebody who has 1,000 followers and 12 people watch their videos. You are somebody who has 143,000 followers and sometimes gets 1 million views on your videos. Why do you edit still like this? Why do you still not care about your followers? My gosh, lady, you get paid to do this. This is your business. This is your brand. This is representing you and your husband, which I guess it represents you well. A stupid blank black screen.
Probably another, like, that much out of the tank.
Okay.
So I was thinking, dude, there's gotta be 19 feet of snake wrapped around this thing inside there.
Breaking an air conditioner at a hurricane. So
Yeah, but it was just like a little hood piece around it or whatever. But I don't know, did it heat the bearing up to failure? Who knows?
Greg in his van shirt talking about, dude, 19 feet of snake. Yeah, dude. Yeah, after he hit his marijuana vape, right?
okay, so positives. It's not raining. Yes, that's. I said.
Yeah.
Well, could be. He's like.
It wouldn't take me. It probably wouldn't take me any
worse.
more than a half hour to.
You can fix it, and we don't have to call a repair person because no one's coming out today. And
No, but no one is coming out for the next 5 days.
They're all
is what it
hunkered. Well,
is.
there's 1,000 people out right now, but they're all hunkered in. So people, our neighbors are putting a hurricane shelter stuff. But I think they look like elderly people.
Yeah.
And they pay people to put them up. So our zone is completely like. You say our letter is X.
Yeah, I think our zone is X.
So like all the first beginning of the alphabet is evacuation. So like around our little house, our house in the middle, all around it is red and orange. Like evacuate, but our little tiny spot is nothing. So we are gonna be good. It's just gonna be rain. So I think like I saw just a couple of like different people. We have a lot of private Twitter homes in our neighborhood.
So Amy is chatting, saying something she's already said before, that they're going to be good, that they're not in the evacuation zone, that their little area is super safe. And Greg, who is driving a vehicle, and could easily kill people, is texting on his phone. Greg, stop it. Nothing that you are texting right now is worth Amy and yours life. Nothing. Nothing is worth taking you away from your children when you still have nothing. You don't have a job. The home you own has a huge mortgage. Where would your kids go live? Their grandmother is dead. Like, think about somebody other than yourself, Greg. You don't need whatever pleasure you're seeking on your phone right now. You don't need it. It's ridiculous.
The hurricane shows up, but they all had like.
Look at him look down text.
So like elderly, which is understandable.
Amy, what is wrong with you? You're filming him texting while he's driving and you don't care. Don't you care about your life? Stand up for yourself. Tell him to stop texting while he's driving. He's going to kill you. Like, use your brain, please. Or he's going to kill somebody else. And then what? You're going to live with that for the rest of your life? That you killed a single mom and her babies because Greg had to text his side piece? His dealer? Who were you texting, Greg? That it was so important that you text while you're driving your wife around during a hurricane? Like, get out of here, Greg.
Well, I'll watch the path today.
Greg will be up on the roof when it's raining, sticking those hurricanes.
No, it just depends on if it turns.
Yeah,
if it
how it's
turns,
going.
Because we should know a little bit more
this morning.
as the day progresses.
So it's supposed to start this afternoon, I think, right? The rain.
Like, I think they're saying overnight.
Overnight.
I can feel the brunt of it, but I don't know.
Amy is new to this state and to this area and to hurricanes of this sort, and she has no idea about it. She says she's been watching Ryan Hall, y'all, and she hasn't been taking it in or comprehending it because she doesn't know when it's coming. Only thing she knows is it's not hitting them directly. Shame on you, Amy. This is a natural disaster, serious thing.
Haven't either, so it's going to be great. So, okay, so we're going to go see if we can find some
Air conditioning.
air conditioning.
Because
That,
it's
we'll be
really-
driving around our car with air on all day long in a hurricane. We'll be the storm team.
Oh, there you go. We'll give
At least you'd be useful if you were the storm team. That would be great. Why don't you drive around and help people? Yeah, right.
The
You're
eyewitness
vlogging.
at the storm.
Lots of views.
This is what the hurricane looks like out of the windows of Walmart. And then
Well, people, you would get lots of views, Amy. People want to watch things that are useful. They don't want to watch an old 46-year-old lady lie, steal, and talk about stealing people's gas cans. Like, get out of here, Amy.
out of the windows of Culver's.
That's right. It's so fun. Okay, let's go see if we can find some stuff.
You look like you live in Culver's.
Okay, so Greg is in. He is going to go see. Hopefully, they'll have the right case. I don't know. We'll see if the guy knows what he was talking about. But hopefully, he will. And then we'll go home and have air. And if not, no big deal. It's like, what are you going to do? I told the kids, I'm like, whatever. It doesn't matter. We have a conditioner we bought for the garage. We can always put downstairs, and then that would blow in and cool out. It'd be fine. It'll be good. We can always jump in the pool and cool off. It's just, it'd be like losing power. Just gotta find a way to cool off. So I'll get things, but I got my dinner done, which is good. And then that is heating up. I put that in the hallway. I was gonna put it outside, but I wanted to make sure I could check it, so I put it.
She was going to put her crock pot outside. Why, Amy? You said it was going to be raining. Is it so hot in your house that you don't want a crock pot in your house? Are you serious? What if bugs get in your crock pot outside? What if lizards get in your crock pot outside? Something's wrong with you, Amy.
On that shelf, like that countertop, and then it stays heated over there. We really don't have to do anything massive in the house today. I have one little laundry I'm going to do. We have dishes to put away, and we're going to focus on school today. So that's going to be our day. Like, it's going to rain. It's going to be murky and rainy. Brooklyn has to work, but she'll be home not too long in the afternoon. And then I think Jade said her stuff got canceled. So it's just, it'll be an easy day. An easy day at home. Get our stuff done, our school done, and kids can watch TV, play video games, all those good things while the power's on. You know, when the internet shuts out and they're like, no. So I'll get things. You just roll with it. It's like, what are you going to do? Then maybe tomorrow when it's like pouring and storming, maybe we'll do the ramen. The kids will love the dumplings and just easy times. That's what you got to do with everything.
That's what you do every day. Easy times. Ramen, chicken strips, chicken nuggets, chili. Tonight, kielbasa. Like, Amy, when do you not do easy? That is your motto. Easy. Because you don't want to raise your kids anymore. Easy.
With it, but it'll be a good day. So we'll be here, and hopefully he'll come out with a motor in his hand to put in the air conditioner. Thank goodness. I know we had to do it in our old house. I remember him replacing it too, because that died. So thankfully he knows how to do that. So it's a positive thing. So all right, let me see if he comes out. Oh, here he comes. Hi.
Look at what I've got.
It's like a bottle of water in a hurricane. Or gas or whatever people look for here. Is that it?
Yeah.
Wow.
There,
Maybe you
it
got
fits.
it. Is it? Yeah, oh, you wouldn't even know if it's the right one.
Well,
You probably could get the wrong one.
he looked at the picture
Was he a young kid?
that
Was
I
he
took.
under 30?
No.
Was he a young kid under 30? Why? Are you afraid that he was uneducated and not a good worker like your kids would be because of how you raise your children? Not everybody is ignorant, Amy. Some people are under 30 and they work and they do a very good job. And some people under 30 are experts in air conditioning. Some people, Amy, are experts in things because they actually did learn. They comprehend when they are taught. They don't just cram everything, take a test, pass it, and be done with it so that they never have to touch it again. Some people learn and use it for the rest of their lives. It's actually amazing.
Works at this one and the other one.
Okay.
He's working Labor Day weekend. He's a worker.
Nice. Okay. Well, hopefully it'll be good to go.
So we got
He's a worker. So what are you, Greg? If he's a worker, what are you? Like a king, a duke, a visionary? Okay, Greg, you wanted to do it, right?
Or whatever people look for here. Is
We
that
gotta.
it?
Yeah.
Wow.
There, and
Maybe
it
you got
fits.
it. Is it? Yeah, oh, you wouldn't even know if it's the right one.
Well,
You probably could get the wrong one.
Gotta
looked
watch
at
them
the
make fun
picture.
of him one more time so we can get his
No. He works at this one and the
Greg's
other one.
strongman
He's working Labor
pose.
Day weekend. He's a worker.
Nice. Okay. Well,
Mhm.
hopefully it'll be good to go.
So we got it. Yeah.
There we go. That's Greg's strongman pose. Greg. First of all, that is pathetic. You are a grown man and your titties and your belly are bigger than your biceps. It's really, really sad. I know that this is a live video, so you had no chance to like edit these little weaklings. But look at this arm. He has actually no bicep. There is none. It's almost completely straight across. He has no cap in his shoulder, and he has actual fat below his under armpit. No trap, nothing. Okay? He has no forearm muscles. He has nothing. And look, you can tell he's actually flexing. His mouth is clenched. His tooth is missing. His jaw is clenched. So he's really trying to look strong. Okay? So Greg, you are 50. You're an actual worker. Like, you've been out there working with those tiles. You've been doing all kinds of things around the house. And you should have a little bit of muscle. Every man I know that works physically has a little bit of a muscle, but you don't. So I'm going to challenge you, Greg. You guys all see this little muscle right here. This is Greg's muscle right now. Greg, I'm going to show you my muscle right now. And 3 months from now, if your muscle doesn't look better than my muscle, you have to admit that you are a loser and you never do anything because you can't. We all know you can't do it. I will really get a better muscle. 3 months from now, my muscle will look better. We'll see a side by side. And 3 months from now, I'll guarantee you that you won't be willing to do another side by side because you don't have it in you to get strong. You don't have it in you to work out because you and Amy, you don't support each other. You don't want better for each other. You drag each other down. You buy each other fattening foods. You don't take each other to the gym. You buy each other Culvers. What you should be doing is encouraging each other to get strong and healthy before you get any older. So here we go. I'm about to set up flex for you, Greg. And then 3 months from now, I'm going to do this again. And if you don't do it, then we'll all know what a weak little man child you are. You can't even win. You want to flex, you want to show off, but you can't even win a bicep competition against an old woman. Come on, Greg. Competition time. That's mine, guys. That's what I got right there. Here. Yeah. That's it, Greg. That's all I got right now. Mine's weak too. But I'm not a 50-year-old man. I am a 40-year-old lady. So the contest has begun. 3 months from now, who has the biggest guns? It's on, Greg. I know I'll win. Greg has no wherewithal to do anything to better himself.
Okay, we'll go home and learn put it in. Good job.
I'm excited for that. I can't wait.
Just get it done before 2. You got a couple hours.
Yeah, that's what I was talking to them about. They said around 3 it's supposed to
hit, so we should be good. All right, we were deciding. I told Greg, I said, let me buy you a coffee and keep you ready for the rest of your afternoon.
She says, let me buy you a 500-calorie coffee rather than let me get you a gym membership and maybe we can go to the gym together, baby.
But Starbucks is closed. Everybody's closed. So then
leave it to Amy to complain that the Starbucks workers aren't working hard enough on the day of the hurricane.
All the Starbucks closed, but then we looked and then
the biggest hurricane that has ever hit that area. But they should be at work to make you your Starbucks drink, right, Amy? You need that 500 calories and extra sodium.
There's a mall and there's like a little window for Starbucks. So it says they're open. So we're going to go see. It's like 2 minutes away. So we're going to go see if we can get a coffee. Mm-hmm. It's going to be like 3 days before we can get out again.
I know. It's going to be like the AC motor there. We found the Starbucks. We're going to get Starbucks.
It was hurricane rain right there. It's not. All right. I've got the pumpkin coffee. Yay, you got yours.
So these Starbucks are anywhere from 480 up from 5 to 550, depending on what they had put in them and what kind of milk they used. But an extra 500 calories, Amy, and 270 milligrams of sodium. You just keep adding that sodium on all day long.
Sorry, I forgot. Let's go get some air conditioning. Mm-hmm. A little windy. Oh, you can feel it. You can feel it. My camera probably is picking up the wind. The sky's looking good though, so we'll keep keeping you updated on a daily basis.
Oh yeah. Like a Brian Holly.
Everybody will want to see it, Amy, 5 days later, right? Everybody wants to see the storm 5 days after the storm passes. No, Amy, nobody does.
not Brian.
Ryan.
That's Brian. It's like, Brian, all what? We're gonna drive in the back way of our neighborhood here and see if there's any more shutters up, so we know if Greg's got the shutters up.
Checking the status.
We're kind of seeing that we're watching everybody else. I know everybody says you should and blah blah, but we're
Seeing what the general
so we
overall
can see
feel
what to
is.
do here. So okay, those people got shutters on right here at this house.
Oh, they do.
That's one. There's two.
Oh, they got them all up top too.
So two people, but I think they were elderly people, and I understand that they're probably very cautious, which I understand they don't want their house being out for broken window.
Yeah,
I got Greg, you can cover my really good.
And they're also literally the first road.
Yeah, coming in.
What is your problem with older people, Amy? Every time somebody does something that is something that she doesn't do, she says they're probably older people. They're older people. They put up their shutters, they're older people. They mow their lawn, they're older people. They have water, they're older people. Amy, stop judging people. You don't know how old people are based on their house. You're older.
So,
Yeah. So I think that's it. There's a lot of people in our neighborhood. Okay, I don't see any other ones.
very
today.
few. Yeah.
Just the neighbors. They're probably like, we're gonna put ours on and laugh at everybody else.
Let's make a whole roll.
Make a whole road just in case.
Yeah, I'm sure that is what your hateful Floridian neighbors are thinking when a storm's coming, Amy. No, that's what you are thinking because you are hateful. Your Floridian neighbors are hoping that themselves and everyone stay safe, that themselves and everyone puts things away so that they don't increase the danger. Your Floridian neighbors are not thinking that they're going to one-up you, Amy. That is your thought because you are hateful and you don't care about other people.
Boom trucks.
It could be.
Would that be?
It might be.
That's why the fees are so high. I'm just kidding. Because we got our own private boom truck. It's pretty small. You see it?
No.
We're taking up time and footage. 5 minutes around our town. There's one. They on the side. They did.
Oh, that's weird.
Just one window.
Maybe.
Taking up footage 5 minutes around your town. Yeah, Amy, this is what you should be doing to prepare for a storm. Do we want to watch it 5 days after the storm has already passed? No, that's ignorant. What you could do is actually film on time now because you have this wonderful thing called the internet. You and Greg could have even went live during the storm to let your followers know that everything was okay. You would have got a lot of views and you would have made money off of it. But you don't care about your followers. You care about making videos the way you want to make your videos so that you can get your job done and lay in your bed and scroll on your phone because that is what you like to do. And that's it.
They're weird or something right
Yeah.
And when you lose all your subscribers, you'll know why.
there. Here's one.
Yes. Oh, there you go. Okay, so one more. Make your house all dark tonight. Like you're all boarded up.
You wouldn't even see anything.
3, there's another one. 4.
It's like your house right now with your sun blocking windows. You can't see anything. Your house is all boarded up and dark. Every one of your videos, dark.
They're right in the corner too, though.
Oh, that one?
That one too. 5. I had this one over here. Okay, so 5 down there. You see 1, 2, 6. 6, baby.
All right, so there's a few.
There's a few.
There's a few people putting them shutters up.
So what's the sense that they were put ours up?
Even if every single one of their neighbors put theirs up, Greg wouldn't have put theirs up. You know why? Because Greg's lazy. And also because I don't think they have everything to even put them up. They bought that house right there in Storm Alley and they don't have no shutters. They don't have anything to protect their house.
I just don't know.
Right? I'd say no. I'd be more concerned about putting shutters on top of my solar panels. like I would think a direct hit on top of your house would be damaging, but I don't know. How does that
Here
work?
in Florida, there.
Wind circulates from everywhere, Amy. All sides of your house are in danger. And the other danger is tornadoes. You know that tornadoes don't care about your solar panels or your walls. Everything gets ripped up. That's what you need to worry about. You don't need shutters for something just because it costs a lot of money, Amy. Maybe you should get a shutter for your pool so you close it out so things don't end up in there that you don't want in there, like your pizza oven.
So those things are lag bolted through your roof,
Okay.
and they're just a thin, skinny profile.
Okay.
You know, like the direction that the wind is going to be coming through.
Okay. It's not going to rip off your
Ours
solar
would
panels.
be like this to it. You know what I
Okay.
mean?
So you wouldn't even show you. Yours would be flat. Okay.
Yeah, ours. You know, the pitch of the roof,
So we'd be good.
it would go right underneath it because they're elevated off the roof to allow air to pass under. So I don't think we'll have to worry about that too much.
So it's like
She did not need you to explain that, Greg. She needs to stop being so ridiculous when it comes to saying things like a shutter on the roof, and then you explain for 10 minutes. Like, it was a ridiculous statement, just like the cheetah statement, and you didn't need to explain that to her. You should have just said, Amy, the wind comes from all directions. Everything's in danger. But those are bolted in good, so they're probably safer than our windows, which are made of thin single-ply glass.
7 people. 7 out of a couple hundred.
Yeah.
Maybe they are tired. We also have alligators in our pond here, which is kind of exciting. I mean, I don't live by it, so it's okay, but we have alligators in the
Apparently the guy that lives right next to the pond, he's not bothered by it either.
No.
He was out there taking a video of the alligator eating a fish in his backyard.
Someone told my girls one time they're riding, there's alligators, don't go in there. And I was like, who's talking to you to tell you that? But yeah, that's true.
So you're just letting the kids just ride around the neighborhood without helmets, right, Amy? I know your kids don't have helmets. And you're just letting the girls just ride around on their own. You're right to ask who's talking to you. Maybe, Amy, before you let your kids go ride around the neighborhood, maybe you should learn the neighborhood. Maybe you should know some of the neighbors. Maybe you should go bike riding with them. You could use a bike ride or 2. Maybe Greg could use a bike ride or 4.
I think we're good, right? I feel like we're confidently good. There's the truck. Okay.
Weird. It's just like he's sitting there on stand.
It is. Look at this.
Can you see it?
Hey, look at that thing on top of me.
Look at him. He's just...
She couldn't show anybody the houses that had the shutters up. So we, people that have never been in a storm could see what a house looks like with shutters. But she didn't mind showing her neighbor's house because it had a bird on top.
Is this a hurricane coming or what's going on?
That's too funny. Strange. Okay, so we're gonna go home. I'm gonna get kiddos moving, and they're probably laying in bed still, which is totally fine.
Sweating to death.
Maybe they woke up because they're sweating to death. It was probably 80 in there. It's not too bad. We'll go down, take you a little bit. We'll go down and start getting move in, do the minor chores we have.
You come and get updates on the air conditioner.
Yeah, get your air conditioner updates. Our very exciting days gonna be school. Yay, that's about it. And the rainfall coming. So.
School and getting ready for the hurricane.
And the hurricane. So okay, we'll be home in a second. Kids are up. They're moving, but they're not.
It's 11:59 and the kids are up, but they're not out of bed yet. Homeschooling at its greatest, Amy Maryon style.
Not like moving. And I said, do you guys want a smoothie? And they said, yes. So I'm okay. We're going to be up all day. So something I did buy, I got was the Ninja blender and food processor. Someone told me to get that. By the way, my kielbasa potato green bean is over there. It smells so good. So this, I think you can just pretty much put this in here. How does that work for the blender? Will it eventually push its way down? Like, obviously, I know I got too much in here. How does that work? Can you shove it in a Ninja blender? Cannot. That has to be done. Welcome to my life. Okay.
That was dirty, and now she's going to use a metal fork and slam at this brand new Ninja that she didn't show us washing out. So she didn't wash it. She never washes anything new. So this plastic in here that the kids are going to ingest, that all of the lubrication from the factory that the kids are going to ingest, and then she jams at it. This is a Ninja, so there are blades all along here with a fork. No, Amy, you are desperately not supposed to do that. Desperately. Don't do that. You're doing the exact opposite of what you should be doing. And this smoothie, since we're already talking about it, is about 5 bananas and about a cup of strawberries. And then she uses about a cup of lactate milk. That means that this entire smoothie is 771 calories, 13 grams of protein, and 125 milligrams of sodium. So if she splits this up between her 4 kids or who are home, the ones that go to school and who are home, that's 192 calories. It's only 3.25 grams of protein and 31 grams of sodium. That means that her kids for breakfast got 3 grams of protein and under 200 calories. Amy, that's not a good start to their day. It's not going to make up the protein when you give them that crappy dinner.
This done. massive.
There are things you can put in here, protein supplements, chia seeds, other things you can put in their smoothie that they won't even taste. You can get a thing of power greens and you can put a scoop of that in there so that they can get their vegetables in. This right here, 200 calories of nothing. This provides no nutrients for your children. Sugar and carbohydrates. That's what this is. It's a bowl of carbohydrates.
Awesome. Okay, so definitely get this instead of the Chibi Black and Decker one because it does not.
And I've already told you about everything. Yeah, you're 50 years old and you're a cooking lady. Buy nice or buy twice. Stop buying things like a cheapy Black and Decker. Buy a nice one. I can't believe that you're a cooking show and you don't have a Vitamix. I'm not a cooking show and I have a Vitamix because I enjoy smoothies. Cooking shows should definitely have a Vitamix because they make soup, they make smoothies, they make powder for different, like if you wanted to turn into peanut butter powder or something like that, they make everything. You're a cooking lady, you should have a Vitamix. I don't understand why you don't have a professional standard when you consider yourself a homemaking show. It's ridiculous.
This. Perfect. Okay, this is the kids' breakfast smoothie. Good to go. Need a little update here on the weather. We're inside doing school right now, so the kids are like, look at the sky, Mom. Look at that. Oh, look at that. There's a big dark cloud. It's really windy. It's a-coming.
She uses this opportunity to exploit her children and show them, but of course I didn't.
Wow, look at Maxine. Look at Maxine.
And then she makes sure she shows Maxine scared. Dogs can tell that there's a storm coming, and Maxine has never been in a storm like you guys are now. She was probably terrified, and you think it's funny, like always, because you don't care about animals. Just like it was great fun when the snake got chopped up in your AC, right? Okay, so this is a tray she made for herself and Greg. The kids are having corn dogs for lunch. I don't know if Amy's having a corn dog, but Amy's lunch snack tray is 452 calories each. These right here, these are cashews. And I've already told Amy about cashews. Cashews are very, very high in calories. This snack tray right here is cashews are about 320 calories just for the cashews, but they do provide protein. So she get about 10 grams of protein and 220 grams of sodium. These cranberries are 130 calories. The cheese, 440 calories, 220 grams of milligrams of sodium, and about 28 grams of protein. So she's getting her protein in. The cucumbers are 15 calories. Altogether, 890 calories for this plate. 38 grams of protein and 940 grams of sodium. 1,000 grams of sodium for this plate right here. And that is after she had the 1,650 grams of sodium in her pierogi breakfast. That means Amy right here ate 452 calories, 19.5 grams of protein, and 470 grams of sodium. That's if she split this in half with her and Gregory. It's too much, Amy. You're eating too much sodium. But you're making sure you get your protein in, aren't you?
A video for our states. We're doing, what state are we in now? Today we're on Arizona. So we're gonna
look at that. It's 10 minus 8, 9 minus 8, 10 minus 7, 16 minus 7, 9 minus whatever that is, 6 minus 5. These are her kids are 11, 12, 13, and 14. And these are their school. Discover the states and do 5 plus 5.
That we're doing really good.
There's their generator. This is a $900 generator that he thinks is going to supply power to the entire 2,500 square foot house.
Update, we got
Let her sit right about there.
We got the generator out here. She's ready for business.
She's ready to go.
The Westinghouse is ready to be put to
Right
use.
there, baby.
Look at that.
It's on. Breaker's on.
So this guy brought the generator outside before the storm. Good job, Greg. Hopefully it ends up in the pool where it belongs.
That's like so loud.
Mm-hmm.
That's like ridiculously loud.
It's an engine.
That's like a really loud engine, though.
Yeah, it's like a 500cc engine.
Is that more than my car?
Honey, do you want to run your whole house or no?
Yeah, I do.
Okay.
I want it there.
Well, you won't. Not with that. It's 2:00.
Yes, we got the air fix. He came in and he was like standing in the chair.
Last minute victory.
I'm like, what are you doing up there?
I wanted to surprise Miss
Feeling the
Amy,
air.
because I kept walking by her going, "Oh, honey, you look so hot."
I'm like, I'm not sweaty. It's
Your
really, really
eyeballs are glistening.
great. It was really not that bad at all. We're doing great.
And she said, "You can't get it." And I was like, "No, the wires are all different. It's just not going to work."
They were different.
But she caught me because I was in the bedroom standing on the couch with my hand up in the air on
Like,
the
what are
bed.
you doing up in the ceiling?
She said, "What are you doing? Trying to escape?"
Don't leave this place. So all good. Okay, so we're doing good.
He said, what are you doing trying to escape? And she said, don't leave this place. That's because he left the last place and she had to take care of everything on her own. Could you imagine Amy alone in this house? Greg, if you leave Amy alone in this house, I will not even know what to think. Like I can't even think of something bad enough to say to you if you leave Amy alone in this $650,000 house with all these kids and all these responsibilities. Take care of a pool, mow the lawn, worry about hurricanes. Like, what? You're already thinking about leaving. You guys are already fighting. This is already happening. That's why they're talking about it. People that are doing good, they don't talk about things like that.
Raining now, so I think we're good to go. So we got everything secured. We got everything got over there. I mean, they're doing school with the kids. We're getting done.
Look at Greg. Greg, you're getting so wide. You're getting so bulbous. Don't you care about the way you look? Amy, don't you care about the way you look?
And Brooklyn's got to be picked up. Moving the cars in the garage. Move things around. We are prepared and ready.
I'd take you out there and show you what I did, but it's raining.
I know, there's a waterproof camera, so it's all good. Okay. Well, that's it.
We're ready.
We're ready. We're ready.
Hurricane 2023.
Yay!
In the hurricane's path.
They're ready, but their furniture is laying all around and their cooking appliances are still just right there to fly around.
Absolutely. Look at all that.
Going to hit, what do they call that area there? They keep calling it something.
I don't know.
Well, I know they call it the Big Bend.
Okay.
The Nature Coast or something like that. I think they're calling it.
It's the day of the hurricane and she still hasn't figured out anything about the hurricane or Florida. She's an educator.
Nature Coast, but anybody in that area watching, prayers going out for you. Buckle down.
Absolutely.
And, hunker down and hopefully be safe.
I'm fine. Okay, I gotta go back in the kids' room and learn about Arizona.
All right.
Bye.
So Greg said, hunker down and be safe, everybody. And Amy said, I got to go back and teach the kids about Arizona. Amy, you couldn't even wish your followers well? Like, what is wrong? Why are you so hateful?
Day is going pretty.
Wait, she was pretending to read to the kids. She was reading that book and she was pretending to read it to them. Like, those kids are not in there listening to that book. They were sitting all the way across the room and she was yelling the book to them. Come on.
Easy. I've been trying to keep my lights off, except we're doing school and we've got our air on, the fan is blowing. It's getting cooler and it's just going to take some time to cool off the house. So what we did is all our school, which is good. The kids are upstairs now and they all got some devices and they're going to look up facts about the states that we're learning so we can finish that up. We were going to do like a once a week presentation. We didn't do it last week because we got really busy. So we're going to do it like tomorrow probably because it's going to be rainy all day long. So the rain has stopped.
They probably won't do it. And their school included her reading to them and them looking at a video about Arizona.
For now. So I think the storm was going to come through a couple hours outside. So Brooklyn's done work early. They said they're closing early. So Jaden's going to grab her, come back, and then I probably will.
So things are bad enough that they're closing early, but you sent your daughter who just learned how to drive to go get your other daughter. Makes sense. Real Amy Maryon-ish.
So I probably will edit today's video, work on it for a little bit because I take some time.
I mean, you're working so hard. Of course, it makes sense that Jaden goes and gets her.
And then what I'm going to do is I'll continue filming and then I'll fill it in later at the end of videos that sound good. And then that way if it just like ends because
it doesn't matter if it sounds good or it doesn't sound good. Your followers never have a say in anything you do.
Who knows? I don't know. Whatever the outcome's going to be tonight, I can just show you clips because I can film it with my little camera and just add it on there. So I'm thinking I will do that because there's nothing really outside. It's like the calm before the storm. Kind of nice. I go swimming, but I'm going to get some editing done, so I have to edit later. I've got dinner in the slow cooker. It's really, really good. I brought that back over here. And is that it? That's it. So great day today. Easy day. Had a little crazy with the air not working, but I figured we would just turn a fan on and we would survive just fine. So just gotta roll with it. So I'm gonna take this footage out here, go upstairs, move my camera over here out of the way because it sits out all the time. And then
So it's barely 3:00 and she already has the kids schooled. Her whole day is pretty much done and she's going to go lay in bed. Amy, that's not how you parent children. That is not how you run a business. You don't just hurry up and finish everything as soon as you can and do it as crappily as you can just to get it done so that you can go and rest. Things are not going to prosper and flourish that way. Your children are going to fail. Your channel is going to fail. Your health is going to fail.
all right, came to update. You want to come outside, Maxine? I said, Maxine, you want to come outside? Sorry, Maxine. She won't go far. What do you think, babe?
I was just looking at the.
Maxine isn't trained. You shouldn't let her out in the front yard without a leash or something. If she bites somebody, you are liable. If she runs out and gets hit by a car, then what, Amy? Come on, use your noggin.
Hardware in the house for the shutters.
So we have an idea what we're doing?
Look how dirty their front porch is. The ground is dirty and they have tools. They have a blower. They have a power washer. They have all the tools to keep this clean. And yet their front porch looks like crap. There's not one decoration. There's not one plant. It just looks like crap.
Mm-hmm.
It's starting to like rain. I mean, it's not really doing anything.
No.
A little windy.
Does anybody around here even have the shutters up?
The girls came home and they said 14 people in our neighborhood have the shutters up. So.
Nobody in our viewing area.
Yeah, nobody in our viewing area has any shutters. So I think we're going to be.
Oh, you didn't get this trampoline down.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah. Remember
Well,
you were worried about the trampoline?
Yeah, there's stuff in our.
This guy said he was worried about a trampoline. He said, remember, we were worried about a trampoline. The guy across the street is taking down his trampoline. A trampoline on average weighs 200 to 250 pounds, Greg. Your Walmart table in the back weighs 80 pounds. Which one do you think is going to go airborne first? If you're worried about his 250-pound trampoline taking off into the air, you better be worried about your 40-pound chairs. You better be worried about those 80-pound tables that you stacked bricks on. They're going to go airborne way before his 250-pound trampoline. And then that should tell you something. If your neighbor across the street is taking down a 250-pound trampoline, maybe you should get your butt back there and get all of your cooking supplies and put them in the garage and get your table and chairs and either put them in your pool or put them in your garage because like his item, they're going to fly away if it gets strong enough. His trampoline shouldn't worry you. Your stupidity should worry you.
We were looking around and we're like, we didn't leave anything out. There's a trash can over there. And then I said, yeah, except for the neighbor's trampoline. Leave that catapult. So that's good. He did take it down.
Yep.
So you think that the trampoline can catapult, but your $2,000 pizza oven that weighs 300 pounds isn't going to catapult into somebody's window or yard?
Down.
Yeah. I you can see the neighbor's yard over here and over there from upstairs, and there's nothing in there but trees and stuff. So I think in our backyard's flat. Trash can over there. They forgot the trash can.
Yeah, nobody around here's got hurricane shutters.
No.
There.
I think we're good. So we're just here. We're just going to have dinner. I mean, I got lots of emails from you guys. Thank you. I got an email.
She got lots of emails and messages from you all, but she couldn't respond to you because she needed you to watch this video on the 5th. If you knew that she was okay on the 29th and the 30th, then you might not watch the video on the 5th. And she needed your views so that she could pay this mortgage on this house.
From a couple people that live here. One lady told me her church that has water. So they said, if you need water, you can come get it. I thought that was really sweet. So
That's really cool.
very, very nice. Very kind. Lots of people send me messages, what to do for hurricane, all that good stuff with Maxine. She's like living her best life because there's all these lizards up here. I'm going to get it, Maxine, but it's raining. I know. It's so bad.
Look at that. Why won't you clean this, Amy? You have a power washer. You have all types of tools to get this clean. Scrub this up so it looks nice. Have some pride in your house, even if you don't like it.
So that was very sweet. So thank you. I got lots of
This is the first impression of your house. This is what your neighbors see, and it looks like trash.
emails done and responded back. And what do you see over there, babe? Oh,
I was just thinking maybe kind of a nice thing to do would be shoot that palm tree
okay.
like every hour.
Oh, see what it looks like?
Yeah, just come out and
Do a video.
Yeah, wait till it blows a little bit and then get it.
What are you sucking on, Amy? And yeah, that would be nice, Greg. But imagine Amy actually doing something for her channel, like documenting a storm. Yeah, right. Amy wouldn't do anything every hour.
Okay. So just a little shot of the palm. What time is it right now? Okay, it's 4 o'clock right now, so it's looking like blowing.
4 o'clock in the afternoon, first shot.
We'll do his trees. 'Cause we only have our trees are up here.
Yeah,
Ours are looking good.
Show them the phone.
Yeah, you don't want to get wet. There we go.
It's over.
It's all good. So we got this. What we're gonna do now, I did editing already. We were just sitting there watching the Ryan Hall y'all channel, so that's the good updated thing. So I finally can cast it on my TV. I was just sitting on the couch with Greg, and I'm like, I've never been able to cast anything on my TV ever. Like watch normal updated TV. So we're just,
And this is the first. Oh, sorry to interrupt.
Yeah.
This is the first day
What was in your mouth, Amy? What do you keep licking on?
that we've been here that it's pretty much rained all day.
Yeah.
Like we've been kept indoors because it's rained all
Right.
day.
No,
I don't think we've had one single day. Did we?
We did. We have, because I was like, remember that
When?
one? I've had it once where I was like,
She has had it, but she can't remember. She wants to argue. You guys argue way too much, Amy. Stop it. Just stop being argumentative. Who cares if it's rained or not? Who cares? Literally, who cares? I don't care. If you would have said, yeah, it's been sunny as heck, none of your followers would have cared.
it's just raining all day. Remember the one day that was like poured and it was raining? Where were you at? Yeah, I think the second day.
He wasn't at work, that's for sure. You like to pretend Greg used to go to work, but Greg has never worked.
We had to think back. I think it was like one other time. The other time was like half a day or somewhere. I was like, oh my goodness, it's rained all day. So
They had to push pause and then argue about when it was rainy because Amy knows it's been rainy because she hates Florida.
very rare, but all good things. Okay, so we're gonna go and we're gonna dinner. The girls must have went and picked up like good smelling ramen because I came down the kitchen. I'm like, wow, your dinner smells better than mine does. So we're gonna have some plain,
Those cheaters.
the cheaters. We're gonna have kibasa, potatoes, and green beans. So
So Brooklyn and Jaden are old enough now that they make their own money. And they said, we are not going to eat your trash. And instead they went and bought their own trash, but they bought quality trash and it smelled better than your dinner. That is very, very, very sad, Amy.
easy because we're gonna do ramen tomorrow. That'll be our hurricane meal. So that's it. But we're
We're
just gonna,
starting to pick up some gusts.
yeah. So we're just gonna be here and we'll keep showing things outside and update live. Nothing too exciting. Kids are gonna do their little presentations tonight for us and easy life. Oh, where's Maxine? Look, I had a moment where I lost Maxine. I'm like, I knew she wouldn't go far because it was raining. I'm like, wait a minute, she's not here.
All right, you look at that. I'll look at the dog.
We're gonna go inside.
And they lost her, just like I said. Amy, you're going to lose your dog. She's new to the area. Stop taking her out front. Stop making her uneducated like your children. Please train Maxine. Or, like I said, put a harness on her so that when you take her out in the front yard, you can clip a leash onto her and hold on to her, okay? Have a little bit of brains about your children and your animals so you can protect them.
And have dinner and all good things, babe.
All good?
Yay, okay, let's go. Okay, I thought I'd come out. It's about 6 o'clock tonight. And it's like the calming before the storm. So it's definitely, it's nothing right now. It was raining for a little bit. And then we've been watching the meteorologist, watching the Ryan Hall, y'all. Great channel. He's got everything updated and just showing the hurricane just getting huge in the ocean. Huge. And it's like 150 miles out. So I'm sure we will get something. I'm sure we'll get something. Some kind of rain, some kind of wind, all those things. We're watching our HOA notifications, watching the people in the neighborhood, seeing what they recommend for things. I think we're going to be in good things. So just make sure you don't leave anything that's going to catapult into anybody's window. So I think
That's called catapult. The bricks you laid on top of it, those could be catapulted.
that we are good and protected around our yard. We looked around and like, okay, everything is like up against the fence or weighted down. So I think we'll be good with everything. So what we're doing is we're just, we're laying down and taking a rest. We had dinner. Oh, the pool feels chilly. It's a little cold. That's right.
It's been raining, Amy. When rainwater, that's why you put a cover. When your pool fills up with rainwater, it gets colder.
I swam it this morning. So we, because I didn't think I'd swim anymore today. So we just took it. Now here comes the breeze. We just took a nice swim lay and the kids watched.
So you put your feet in the water and then they get wet and then you go stomp all around and get stuff on them and then you go stomp around your house. You don't dry them off or anything. Yuck.
Movies, everybody's off. I'm like, suck up that internet because it very well might go out. So I said we're just enjoying some quiet, laying in bed, had some ice cream sandwiches, and just enjoying chills.
So you guys didn't have anything to do but lay in bed all day long.
So it's like,
Must be nice. That's living the life. A $650,000 mortgage. And neither one of you or your husband works. Just your two teenage kids work. Nobody works. And yet you guys just sleep around all day. Living the life.
Like more vlogging tonight. I will pull up my camera if anything, if anything significant comes up, and if there's like crazy wind, we'll film it. And then I'll just wait for tomorrow. I think most of it's going to be tomorrow. I thought today was later, but I think that was just the rain. So it looks like tomorrow.
So it's 6 o'clock and she is done with her day. So let's go ahead and end her day of calories. You know she's going to eat more though. Amy is not going to just not eat again. So Amy, for breakfast, had her eggs and pierogies, which was 935 calories. She had her snack tray, which was 452 calories. Her coffee, which was 480 calories. And if she had one serving of that dinner, it was 410 calories. That puts Amy at 2,577 calories for the day. It puts her at 80.25 grams of protein and over 3,500 milligrams of sodium. Amy, you do not need 3,500 milligrams of sodium. That is lowballing it too. I did not include any of the seasoning that you added into the food. I did not include anything that you ate off of camera. 3,500 milligrams of sodium for you and Greg is ridiculous. For your children's day of eating was a smoothie for breakfast, which was 192 calories. A corn dog for lunch, let's say they ate 2 of them because one corn dog's only 170 calories and it's not enough food. So let's say they ate 2 corn dogs. That's 340 calories. The kielbasa dinner, like I said, if they ate 1 serving, was 410 calories. That means your children only got 942 calories for the day. They only got 24.5 grams of protein for the day, and they ate over 1,800 milligrams of sodium. Like I said, children's age should only have 1,800 milligrams of sodium and no more a day. Kids those age need 60 to 90 grams of protein. Your children are not eating nutritious foods, Amy. You are feeding your kids crap because you're lazy. And what's going to happen is they're going to end up with colon cancer. They're going to end up with actual health disorders. They're going to have cardiovascular disease. They're going to have diabetes because of the way you feed them. You have to stop. Nobody's going to come into your house and take your children away because you're misfeeding them, but they should. They definitely should. They should take your children away because you do not feed them correctly. Your kids are going to grow up and not know how to feed themselves. Look at Jaden in Brooklyn, go and buy their own food, and their choice is ramen because they don't know how to feed themselves. I shudder to think what Evan feeds himself because I remember when he lived with you, all he ate was pizza pockets and things like that in the air fryer. You have not given your children any health knowledge as far as nutrition goes. You have not given your kids any educational knowledge as far as reading and math and things they need to know. Amy, you are failing your children. And I hope to God that one day things are changed where you will be sitting behind bars for it. I hope that they can sue you and get the money that you are making on their behalf back. Because this is ridiculous, Amy. They can't even get healthy food in your house.
That was when the big thing hits, I guess. Stay informed, Amy. So I'm just gonna wait till tomorrow. I'll bring you along. We'll see. I'll get up and I'm sure I'll be up bright and early because I think we're gonna be kind of watching it a little different times through the night. So thank you for watching and doing our journey and what's going on. And we'll see. Tomorrow's probably going to be a ramen day and not much more. School inside the house, a couple oohs and ahs outside, but that's okay. That's what life is. So thank you guys for watching, for all your prayers. Very, very sweet. I keep getting messages still. And a lot of you guys are putting comments and things. I'm just not responding to everything because I definitely will be conserving my phone just for smart reasons.
She's not conserving her phone, people. She has multiple chargers that she can charge her phone on, even if the lights go out. She is not answering because she wants you to keep watching, keep checking back, and keep commenting until she posts this video. That's 5 to 7 days. Amy wanted your engagement, and if she told you she was fine, she wouldn't have gotten all that engagement. She's making money off of her followers. Amy doesn't care about her followers. She cares to make money off of her followers.
but just busy doing other things as well. So I thank you guys for watching, and you have a fantastic, I'm talking fantastic rest of your day. Come back tomorrow, because you don't know what's going to happen. I mean, more exciting drama can happen, right? Hopefully nothing else breaks. The air conditioner.
We know what's going to happen, Amy. You're going to sit and tell us that you laid around and you sat around and it was rainy and you were tired. That's what you're going to say. I was really tired.
It was amazing. The house is freezing. I'm like, all right, it's time to get the sweater, because it's one of those days you're not outside, you're inside. So when you stay in the house for a long period of time, it's like, oh, it feels freezing. So it's good. So come back tomorrow. All right, have a fantastic rest of your day. See you tomorrow. Bye. It's a great day today. Today is Wednesday. Happy Wednesday morning to you. I hope that your morning is going well. My morning is going great. We are in the middle of the hurricane coming through. It's much more northern of us, northern and western of us. We are further south than eastern of it. So I got to
look at her. She's got her slick suit on today. What you doing, Amy? She should have got this outfit in blue, and then she could have played Elvis Presley's blue suede shoes to it. I read somewhere that she looks like a scuba diver in this outfit, but I just can't get past this mock neck. Like, Amy, you got a mock neck on in Florida during the summer. What?
Greg did duty last night. He stayed up later through the night just to make sure it wasn't hitting landfall last night or doing anything, but we had a lot of rain and a lot of wind.
Greg did duty last night. No, Greg stayed up last night because Greg was on some type of stimulant last night.
So he got a couple clips in this one. I don't know if he'll be able to give them to me. So now if he does, I'll put them all right here. And then I got up this morning about
Greg didn't get any clips because Greg was high on life. He couldn't get clips. Amy, stop counting on Greg to do anything for this channel. This is your channel. If you want Greg to be on the channel, you need to integrate him successfully. What you're doing right now is unsuccessful. You need to give Greg his own channel if this is how it's going to be.
And I was like, I stayed in bed for a little bit, and I got up about 6:30, and I said, you know what, I'm going to get up and start my day. I know I won't film a lot because it's going to be one of those days where you're chilling on the couch because the weather, that's how it is. And so I did go out this morning when it was started really picking up blowing, so I got a couple footages right here. Okay, I thought I'd come out.
She got a couple footages.
Outside, the wind is blowing. It's really blowing out here.
Look at that, guys. She still got her glass fairy lights in her mango tree during a hurricane, and they specifically told her to take stuff down that could fly. That pool's about to pop the lid right off the top.
It's blowing out front too. Wow.
Notice that this is the next day and she's showing us a picture, but she didn't do the every hour thing that Greg suggested.
Look at it.
She also left this bird feeder thing in here that could fly right through the windows of the cars.
Everything's blowing down our driveway, so it's all going down. So that's a positive. All right, I'll give you updates as the day goes on. I started my vlog outside, and I'm like, I probably won't even hear anything because it's so windy. So I've just been sitting here. I'm keeping an eye on the pool level, water level. It's right at the top. It's just starting to blow and slosh a little bit. I'm watching it right now. Not over the sides, just at the very top. So I'm just keeping an eye on that. So tell Greg, I'm like, I'll get you moving if it starts overflowing. I've just been sitting.
So you're going to wait and let him sleep in until it actually starts overflowing? Good thinking, Amy.
Over there in my corner of my couch for most of the morning, I've been watching the Ryan Hall. Y'all, that's the update I watched. I was watching on my phone, and I'm like, wait a minute, I can pull it up on my Google. I think it's Google. It's the Google Nest right here. So I've been over there getting hungry, and I thought, today's going to be an easy day. I don't have any milk. I ran out of milk. I don't know why.
So you're not doing anything, and your lights aren't out, but you're not going to cook anything or do anything extra special with the kids.
They drank a lot of milk. I bought it last week, and they went through that gallon real quick. So I was like, well, that's okay.
It's 1 gallon of milk. It's 6 children, and only 2 of them have allergy to milk. 4 children and 2 adults all drink milk. I'm guessing that Big Greg has cereal. I'm guessing that the other kids eat cereal, Amy. That uses milk. That means that each person only got 2 servings, 8-ounce servings of milk in that gallon. No, they didn't eat it up quickly. You only got 1 gallon, and you have 8 people in your family, 6 people that drink it. 1 gallon goes quick. Stop being cheap. How many gallons did you buy for Jensen?
Okay, some of the kids that like regular milk, they don't like the lactated milk. So I'm like, that's a fair. So I thought we're gonna do ramen tonight because ramen is the staple and hopefully we won't lose power. So I thought let's do ramen and dumplings.
Ramen is a staple in your house because you don't cook. How is ramen and dumplings like food for a storm? They're not non-perishable, Amy. You still have to cook them with electricity. It doesn't make sense. You're just making this up because you want an easy dinner because you don't want to cook for your kids.
But for breakfast, I was just sitting up there and I'm like, I haven't made breakfast pizza in a long time. And so I got up. I actually had a short sleeve shirt on and my capri pants. And I was like, I'm freezing. I'm like, I need to get some warmer clothes on. We have this temperature the same. We keep our house at 74, but it's just cold. Like I get cold. So put the fuzzy velour outfit on. I'm like, all right, it's freezing when I put this on. I'm glad I said what I'm going to do. I came over here. I got out. I'm going to do breakfast pizzas. I pulled out pita bread from the freezer. I pulled out the Daiya shreds. I found I had Daiya mozzarella hidden in there for Jensen. I didn't know that, but I pulled the orange.
Maybe if you didn't hide all the food, you'd be able to find it and use it before it goes bad.
One, I had some Mexican cheese. I've got some.
There's this thing you could do with children, especially children that are 11, 12, 13, 14, 16, and 18, is you can tell them, hey guys, I bought this to make something. Please don't eat it. And guess what they do? They don't eat it because they listen to you. And if your children don't do that, perhaps it's time you take things away like, hey, someone opened up these cookies and you weren't supposed to. So now the internet's shut off for a day or two and then they'll stop. It's called parenting, Amy. You should give it a go.
Like ball bite type things. Got some bacon and I have leftover dinner from last night, potatoes and kielbasa. So good.
This lady's a homemaker calling things ball bites. What is a ball bite, Amy?
And some eggs and gravy. So I've still got a packet of gravy. So I'm thinking I'm going to cook it all up, heat it all up, put it in little glass dishes, stick it in my little small oven here and turn that on low. Let that stay warm. And then when the kids get up, they're slowly, some of them are awake, some are just laying in bed. I'm like, we're going to be in bed all day. There's not a whole lot we're going to do. We'll do school today, but we're not going anywhere. We're not going to be doing anything.
What a fun life. A hurricane comes, so you spend 3 days in bed.
So it's going to be just
Can you go to the gym? Can you work out together? Can you do anything? Can you write? Oh, your kids don't write. That's right.
Chill at home kind of day, so we can do that later. No worries. So let's go over here, start making some food. I'm going to get an apron, and we'll heat it up. It's a great day. All right, great day. We'll give you updates on the hurricane. I'll go outside and take some film footages throughout the day. Okay, let's go. So I'm going to be over here, and what I'm going to do is I got 2 frying pans out. One I'm going to heat up, and I'm going to heat up probably the kielbasa potato mixture. Did you really want some mixing? I doubt it. I don't think you do. She's like, I'm coming to see you, Mommy. She's not in the storm at all, so I'm just thinking, is it right? Let me go take her out real quick, see if it's not raining. All right, we're going to take a break outside here.
Man, that pool is full, Amy. That is not very smart. All of these can be lifted up from the water. Water is powerful.
It's not too bad right now. You can go to the bathroom. Looks like I see some white stuff there, but I think it's just the caps to our fence over there. Can you hear that? What are those?
They sound like frogs.
Listen to birds. There's something out there. Makes seems like what, but it's not.
You could probably Google it, Amy. There's this thing, it's called the internet. You just jump on, you type things in, ask, what is the sound near my house? You put your town in, It works.
Not rainy right now, so that's good. Pool's getting full, but not too bad. Very warm out here.
To her, that means it's not in the house yet. The pool's getting full, but it's not inside the kitchen yet.
Those birds must be hanging out over there.
Amy, get a fog wipe for your camera. Wipe it with a fog lens. It's a fog lens cleaner. You wipe it off. It doesn't fog up as bad. Please.
Then, I was like going to chop this, but I'm just going to heat this whole because I'll eat this the way it is. I probably have this with just some eggs.
Oh, so here's the leftovers, guys. So the kids did not eat that. This has to be 2 of those kielbasas right there with the potatoes. How much did they eat? They ate about half of it. That means they didn't eat all the protein. That means that they didn't get protein yesterday. They didn't even get their 30 grams of protein yesterday. Amy's about to eat their protein right now.
Let me get a bowl out for this to put in the microwave and to mix my eggs in. This is a big one. I can do half of it. I'll do 1.5 cups of water and then half of this. And then also what I'm going to do is keep up my dishes in case the power does go out. So I've been washing.
So Amy said she was going to make that sausage for her with eggs. And then she was going to make the kids pizzas again. So once again, the kids are going to eat carbohydrates with no protein, processed food, and Amy's going to eat the protein. Unbelievable.
Washer. All right, so what I'm going to do is, there's breakfast. Let me turn this down. Watching my weather. Dinner, breakfast. I got that dishwasher open because it's full. This is where it's drying, and we can put this away.
Wait, why are the dishes drying in the dishwasher? You wash them by hand and put them in the dishwasher to dry? The dishwasher doesn't work. It doesn't work, guys. I don't believe it. Unless I see her open it with water flowing all over, this dishwasher does not work. Why lie about it, Amy? Why not just say we bought a junker of a house and the dishwasher doesn't work?
There is egg material. I got a couple of the pita breads in there. So as the oven's heating up, it'll get them crispy. I'm going to go see who wants a breakfast pizza. And basically put the white gravy down and eggs, and if they want sausage or bacon, cheese, and you put them back in the oven, or they can put them in the air fryer. Easy breakfast. I got fruit. I cut up our, what did we cut up yesterday? The cantaloupe and the pineapple. So we'll eat that up. It's good, easy.
She bought that cantaloupe and that pineapple over a month ago. That cantaloupe came from her big haul that was the Sam's Club Walmart haul. That was over a month ago. That cantaloupe's been chilling for a month in her house in the heat with the air conditioning out. Super duper yuck, Amy.
See, like 9:55, later start morning. It seems like I smell food in there. Do you smell food, Missy?
No, she probably smells the lizards and snakes that live all in there.
There's something in there. Hopefully not. All right, I'll be back in a little bit. So I've got breakfast here, so I just, as the kids want some,
So that's for the kids. That is a naan bread, which is 280 calories with 8 grams of protein and 750 milligrams of sodium. The sauce has 250 milligrams of sodium in it, and the eggs have 140 milligrams of sodium in it. So you're sitting already at high sodium for your kids for the day just by eating that.
Made them. I'm taking them up to them. I made some orange.
And with those little tiny crumbly crumbs and a bit of eggs, this isn't enough protein for a child's breakfast at all, Amy.
Juice. Easy day. The wind's picking up again.
And her kids are so lazy now that they can't even come down and eat. She has to take them food in their rooms.
A little bit more rain, pool slashing, but still is good. So, all right, see you in a minute. So, I thought I'd give a little update. It is about 3:30 now, and it's been a completely blah day. We've done nothing. We've literally laid in bed all day. I said, I can't even believe, like, when the sun is not out, how we don't want to do anything. So,
something might be wrong with you, like hormonally, Amy. You should go get your hormones checked. It doesn't take that much. Go see your primary care physician and get a blood test, and they check your hormones. Your thyroid could be off, and that's why you're extra sleepy. But you're depressed, and that's why you're extra sleepy. You, my dear, are tired way too much. First, maybe you could try working out some. Working out sometimes gives you more energy. Well, it always gives you more energy, but you have to do it consistently. And we know you're not consistent at anything but filming.
Rained, but our area is pretty much cleaned up. I did notice my clock fell and broke. So I just saw that on the ground over here, and I was like, oh, my clock broke. So that was something I totally forgot to take it off the wall. So that did fall and crack. So $20, but no big deal. We'll get another one. But yes, it is beautiful. It's like the sun is out. The pool was fine. We do have an overflow. I didn't realize that just comes on without even having the pool on. There's some leaves in the bottom, but it's nice. It's a little windy, but not.
Thank gosh for her neighbors. They had so many projectiles in their yard.
Two crazy Mexicanes living life, sniffing. No damage to our area or anything like that at all. So I think there's flooding obviously near the water, but nothing near us. So the kids were like, we want slushy. So I said, well, let me go out and make a slushy. So I've got the orange slushy here going. So I just turned this.
This is not called slushies. If you don't get this thing cooled down, it doesn't slushy. This is called icy soda. It's not a slushy.
Slush. And we're going to have that. Going because my camera's getting all foggy from the mixing. Is it nice, Maxine? Just like when they smell. Come on in. We had breakfast. We're going to eat their breakfast.
I can't believe she left that slushy machine and that popcorn machine out there during the hurricane. Like, what the actual heck? Projectile much? And you were worried about a trampoline?
stuff. We ate breakfast, and then some of them pulled out corn dogs right here. I said the only chore was dishes, so we broke it up, and I said everybody do a little section of it, and they put those away. We've been watching the news live stream. It's been very chill. We even pulled out the cheese balls because that's good hurricane food. So tonight I said, oh, we'll do dinner in a little bit. They're like, is it lunch or is it dinner? I said, I think it's like lunch and dinner mixed into one. So we'll do ramen and ramen and dumpling.
How is it lunch and dinner mixed together if they're eating corn dogs right now? The corn dogs, they're not a good meal, Amy, but they're 340 calories and 700 milligrams of sodium. So they're still horrible for your children, and they're not filling them up because they don't have enough protein for the kids. You are not feeding your children enough nutritious food to make them feel not hungry. That's why they eat the way they eat.
And so it's just been like literally doing nothing. Like sitting here, I'm like, all right, we didn't do school, we didn't do anything. It was just doing chills, playing video games, chilling in the room, just relaxing. I haven't even changed out of my velour outfit. I was gonna go outside. It's muggy, but it's not too bad. The sun came out for a little bit, and I was like, oh, we should go swim in the pool. But then it's kind of gone away, and it's just kind of, cloudy again. So I think we're just gonna be chilling, doing nothing.
They didn't even do school, so it was too much for you to even do school today? You did nothing. You laid in bed all day.
That's okay. Nothing to do. It's a good thing. So.
So my crazy husband just came down.
Greg came down. He was doing the girls. We got all the furniture and they're just cheapy made because it's not made good quality anymore. So they're definitely.
Why? Why did you move into a $650,000 house and buy your children cheaply made furniture for them to sleep on? Why?
Wobbly, coming apart more, and we have one that sleeps a little bit harder than the other one, so it was just real loose. So they're just up there straightening it, making it all good. So
retightening.
All
the bolts are buried in wood, so when you tighten them, it crushes.
Now we get to hear how bolts work in wood, and we get to see Greg do a mukbang. Yes, this is the best day ever, right, Amy?
So the wood, it feels tight, but then over time the wood compresses and they come loose. So we were just up there retightening stuff.
I told her,
bring them back.
Cheese balls. We bought the hurricane food.
I just had a huge thing of cheese puffs right here. Maddie I got two of them. Maddie took the whole thing.
Well, technically, this is for our fun day that we were going to have in the pool party day, but we didn't get it. These were.
You look like a big, gigantic cheese puff.
Beach balls.
When are we going to do it?
Well, when it wasn't supposed to be this week, but
we're going to have to go buy more of these.
I know. We're going to have to buy a lot more stuff. I keep buying it and eating it. So, all good things. So I told the girls, I said, you guys are just used to the bed that Daddy made, which was literally super strong, solid bed. I hope that mama that took those beds could remember that.
I'm sure.
She took her trailer up the mountain. Remember? Did we film that, Maddie? I don't think we did. No, we were moving. No.
She's talking about it again, but she didn't film it. This is the second or third time you've told us about the lady with the baby on her hip. Come on, Amy, stop talking about this lady. You didn't film her because you didn't want to show her, but you want to talk about her all the time. Like, you didn't even give her the beds for free. They were homemade beds, and you sold them to her. You didn't do anybody a favor, but you want to talk about it all the time like you did.
She was just a young mama with all her little kids, and literally they were just car seats and one after the other.
Wow.
She drove that trailer up to our mountain. And
the mom did?
The mom did. She couldn't get back down.
Wow.
And I was like, oh my goodness. And I'm like, I don't know how to do a tree. She was like, I got this. And she was just up there barefoot with their little babies on her hip. She just loved it so.
I love that they serve us for what? How long? 15 years maybe? Was it that long?
We built them at the Red House. I don't even know. It's been a long time, but yeah, a long time.
Say 4 years there.
Yeah, at least Jaden in Brooklyn, right?
North Carolina. 11 years.
Yeah, so just good beds. So she took them. So hopefully she still has them. And
Greg doesn't know. He doesn't even know how old his children are, probably.
Well, I know she put them together, so all good. But they're used to those heavy
4x4s in 2x6s, I think.
And literally leg bolts, so they were so strong. So I said, those are the beds you're used to. They literally did that move. So now they're into flimsy little wood. And
Greg, this is why you are nearly 300 pounds and you look the way you look, because you can't even take 10 minutes off of stuffing your face to be in this video. You want to be on the channel, you want to be a part of it, but you can't even stop eating for a few minutes to talk to us.
The metal that can just break under whatever.
Yep.
The way of the future.
They just don't build things.
They don't build all things. So you've been doing that.
Anymore.
I said, this is what we've been doing all day.
Breathe in between your bites, Greg, so you don't choke.
On the couch, like things over here. Tell the kids, I'm like, you put a quarter of the dishes away. That's your chores. They're like, for the whole day. I said, for the whole day. It's ramen and dumplings.
We've been watching all the updates on
all updates on the hurricane. So that's it. Not very exciting life. So all right. I'm gonna go buy slushies because my orange ones aren't good enough.
They're gonna go buy slushies because the orange ones aren't slushies, Amy. The older girls buy their own food and their own slushies because everything you do and make is a fail. You don't try to get anything right. You accept mediocrity in everything you do, including raising your children. It's very sad and it's very shocking.
You're good. Stuff away, baby. Okay, so that's it. So we'll do an update when we do dinner, and that's it. So then what we're going to do is just...
She wants you to stuff away, Gregory, so you can get as fat as can be so you can't leave her again.
chill here.
She doesn't care about your heart. She doesn't care about your health. You make sure you shove your fat little face with stuff so that you can't leave her and those kids again.
A little school thing, and then we'll do an update in a couple hours when we do something else like make dinner. Pour the hot water to the ramen.
Who were you texting, Greg? The same person you were texting in the car while you were driving? Is that why Amy's worried about you leaving?
Okay. We're just thanking our lucky stars that we're no damage, everything's good. We got our AC repaired. Nice and cool. No power out.
Oh, there's a cat in the tree.
Oh my goodness.
Wait, Simon, look at that. We do have a cat in the tree. Look at. That's the little kitty. The little.
Maddie, good looking out.
I thought it was like a, like a cheetah or something, but no, it's a little kitty cat. What is he doing in the tree? Look at that.
Cheetah.
Well, I was thinking.
That's Greg's phone ringing again because somebody's texting him. Probably, a side piece, Amy? Is that who you're worried about? And Greg, she is as absurd as you think she is. Yes, she said a cheetah in the tree in Florida, like there's actually cheetahs in the tree in Florida. Amy, you are losing your mind. You're letting Greg take you under. You're really getting out of touch, Amy. You need to go talk to somebody, some type of counselor. Maybe you guys go together as a couple. Maybe it's the stress of your guys' relationship. But to think that this was a cheetah in the tree, you're absurd.
Look at that. Look at Maddie's like, oh, it's coming down.
And Greg was talking and you just jumped up and went to go look at the cat like that was important. You need to show a little respect for Greg, even if you don't like him. Otherwise, things can't work.
It ran away. Oh, he didn't like our neighbor. Maddie's like, please come back, kitty. Oh. That's the one that Maxie would start barking at the one day.
Well, it's the cat without a tail.
Yeah, it's the bobcat tail. We were inside. It started raining again, so it's just pouring rain. About 3 o'clock. We're pulling out the Couple Noodles 24 pack. You see somebody got into them. Look at it. Somebody got one out. 23 pack. We're going to have some.
You should have duct taped them closed so nobody could get in it, Amy.
Couple Noodles ramen for dinner. Some dumplings here. I put some sesame oil, olive oil. I'm going to put these in here.
Okay, so those are some Aldi dumplings. And those dumplings are 13 pieces for 260 calories. They have 13 grams of protein and 520 milligrams of sodium per serving. So the cup of noodles are 290 calories, 6 grams of protein, and 1,160 milligrams of sodium. That's right. 1,160 milligrams of sodium in each one of those cup of noodles. Wow.
Fry and some water for ramen. Cooking away. What I did is I took a water and I just poured the ramen in there. It's good to go. Pot stickers are done. Easy. We're watching Insane Pools. Easy night. And here is slushies and some dumplings. Easy dinner. It is.
All right, so since she's done with dinner, let's break down the kids' second day of eating. The kids for breakfast had the pizza, which was 280 calories. For lunch, they had 2 corn dogs again, which was 370 calories. And then the cup of noodle and the dumplings, 290 calories and 260 calories. That means that altogether, the kids had just over 40 grams of protein. They had just under 1,000 calories. And they had over 3,000 milligrams of sodium. Amy, once again, your children should not have over 1,800 milligrams of sodium per day. And that was ridiculous. They had double what they should have had. They had over 3,000 milligrams of sodium. And that's only what you showed us. That doesn't include any snacks that they had, any candy, if they had any of your garbage bag snack mix. You cannot feed your children like that. You have to care about their health. You just have to.
6:30 at night. It is raining once again. Lots of rain. Birds flying.
And again, Amy, this is not interesting 5 days after the hurricane. You could have showed us this on your community tab so that we could see it as you were seeing it and experience the hurricane with you and know that you were okay. That's what your followers wanted.
I was just sitting inside, we're watching some videos and just chilling. We are doing absolutely nothing today. Absolutely nothing. We sat and watched the kids. They did their little presentation, hung out, kind of chilled. Nothing exciting today. It's been a very blah day. So that's what we did for Hurricane Idalia.
And you keep coming outside to film. Why? Because the kids are in the house? Because it's hot in the house? Why? Your camera fogs up every time you come outside in the rain. Don't go outside unless you take care of that issue first. I told you how to fix it, but you're too lazy to go and fix it.
It's just kind of chill, watch TV, lost no power, our internet was in and out, but nothing to like be out for a long extended period of time. So thank you guys for watching and all your prayers and well wishes and lots of emails and stuff from people today. So very, very thankful for that. So we are well and doing well here. Thoughts and prayers for those that have been affected by the storm. For sure, definitely in the path. I'm not sure the initial results of everything. I know they'll have more as the day, in the next couple of days, I'm sure keeps going on. So have a fantastic rest of your day, and I'll see you tomorrow with another video. All right, see you tomorrow. Bye. Hey guys, hope you're having a great.
So this is the third one, the one that was only 5 minutes long. And if we notice, this shirt, my friends, is the exact same shirt that is in her pool party. If you watch the beginning of the pool party video, this is the same dress she has on when she creates snacks with Maddie. She's reusing days. She's taking clips and adding them together. These are not in the right order. This was not Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday in order like that. These were all the same days, taken different clips and added together to make videos so that Amy could get a paycheck every day and give you a video to watch, but not actually do any work whatsoever. Amy, your laziness is going to bite you in the butt because these videos where you piece them together are boring. You need to go back to recording your real day. And if you don't want to record your real day, you know what you need to do? You need to give up your channel or rebrand your channel. And if you want to bring your husband in, you need to do it the right way. Nobody wants to watch Greg as it is. You guys need to figure it out. Nobody wants to watch you guys bicker and argue, and nobody wants to watch Greg explain things as if we're all uneducated.
Today is Thursday. Happy Thursday morning to you. I hope that your morning is going well. My morning is going very slow and very chill. It is the day after the hurricane. Yesterday we didn't do anything. We sat around and lay in bed all day, and that was okay. Lay on the couch, watch movies. It's okay to have days like that. So then today I got up and I was like, what are we going to do today? Do we start? Do we do school? Do we do all these things? And I thought, we only have usually 1 or 2 days a week where Brooklyn doesn't have work. So it works out that we can
So Brooklyn is 16 years old. She just graduated from high school and she works full time. That's so wrong. Amy, what are you doing for these children? Nothing. You're just getting them out there into the mill work of working, and that's it. Buy your own junky food and take care of yourself, right? Go work. No education. Nothing. Just go work out in the world now.
and be gone for the day because we don't have to worry about being back. So I was like, why don't we go to the beach today? Because that's what we've been doing the beach or doing some activity. And so I was going to do had a pool party type thing. We're going to do at home, but it was going to be stormy at our house, but it wasn't supposed to be at the beach. So I was like, why don't we do the beach? So we are going to pack up.
It wasn't going to be stormy at the beach, but you told us you live 5 or 10 minutes away from the beach.
Go to the beach for the day. That's what we're going to do. So I'm like, just go see the waves, see what it looks like. Kids are going to take their boogie boards. Obviously, if it's bad, we're not going to go in the water, but it's open. It's not closed. So we thought, why don't we just go and have a relaxing day? So
she can't wait for a Riptide to get her kids.
This video is going to be so short for you because I'm not going to do a whole lot, but just enjoy some quiet, some ocean, and just some sunshine too. So that's going to be my day today. So it's like my day off.
It's not your day off. You go and make treats with Maddie and you put it in a different video, but it happens today. So stop lying to your followers. It's not going to be a slow day. You are going to do things. You lie. You do multiple things in one day and you record it and pretend like it's multiple days.
My day off, I'm going to take you there. We'll go see the water and just let you enjoy the ocean, and then that'll be it. We're going to pack. I got up today, and kids, if they want some food.
You could have just been honest and been like, hey guys, let's go see the beach after a hurricane and see what it looks like because we're new to Florida. But no, you have to make up all these lies and these excuses about it's supposed to be rainy, but it's not rainy and blah, 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 blah. No, Amy, you don't want to have your pool party because you don't want to set up for it because you're too lazy to.
They got some eggs, and then we're just going to pack lunches. We've got sandwich material. We've got snack material. Easy stuff just to throw in a bag and just grab your...
I'm sure your kids will get enough protein and nutrients with a quick sandwich for the beach today.
Towels, your boogie boards, and your water, and let's go. That's the game plan for today. And then you know what? Tomorrow, we'll worry about tomorrow. So I'm going to go enjoy the day. I'll bring you along, show you some clips. It's just going to be the ocean. Is that okay? If you need some ocean therapy, come to some ocean therapy. All right, let's go. All right, so it was a beautiful day at the beach. I can probably tell I didn't even bring my camera with me, so I'm filming this all on my phone. Kind of windy, so you're going to get a little bit of the wind in the microphone here. But just beautiful, beautiful, relaxing day. Like, just played in the water. Our goal is to collect some shells and just enjoy. All right, Steve and I were exploring. What did he find? A coconut, we think. Maybe a coconut. He's going to try peeling this. He searched, we watched all the way down there. I saw like a little brick wall, and I found it. And he's think he got it. I got a bunch of we found a whole one, and look, I got one of these, and it's barely holding on, but it's holding on. So, yeah, there's
Steven
like
snuck in there.
Lots of the, I think they're called congetta shells. Is it congetta? I'm thinking of something else. I mean,
what's a congetta, Amy? I really don't even know what you mean. Like, what do you say? Words that you don't even know. Are you talking about conch shells? Like, is it a conch shell? I don't know. What's a congetta shell? I really don't even know what she means. Like, if she's trying to be funny or if she's being ignorant. Like, I really have no idea sometimes what Amy means.
No, not bad for a day. Here's like a red one. Lots of these on the water. I mean,
these are all broken up. Why aren't you trying to find nice ones? And haven't you ever heard about leave things where you see them? Like, it's great to go and look at them and pick them up and touch them and experience, but leave things where they're at. Shells become homes to other animals. They break down. They go back into the water. Leave things where you find them, Amy. You don't need them at your house. What are you going to do with them there?
They break when they're getting thrown up on shore, but the whole thing is just... There's more of those things. Look right there. There's a big one.
Ew.
Let's see if this has a... No, it's just a half of one. What would those be? There's another shell. There we go. Decoration of the Christmas tree, right?
No, it has a hole in it. Why don't you wait and look for perfect ones? You live at the beach. You don't have to take all the crappy ones home.
Enjoy some quietness, family playing, all that good stuff. So that was our day. Not a whole lot going on at all, and that's okay. Just enjoying the peaceful sounds of the ocean. I see you. They're like, don't take our stuff.
So many birds.
Water's real nice.
I want to see Amy boogie board.
Oh, there we go. That's beautiful. Gosh, look at the colors in that thing.
Finally, found one that isn't all damaged up. Look at Amy's nails. Why does it look like that?
Nice one.
You know what you need to do? Make a table, like a wood table.
Put the shells in it?
And fill it with that clear epoxy.
And do them.
Like
Yeah, maybe we
shell.
could collect these. We'd have to collect hundreds of these. Not too bad.
Stop showing your feet. Pointing with your toes. Amy, let me know in the comments if you got those feet fetish people in your comments, in your DMs, because you sure do like to show those big old stompers of yours and your children's stompers.
We came home, we turned on the smoker and
had burgers again. Burgers, nachos, nuggets, and burgers.
the burgers on the smoker so we could cook them while we were swimming in the pool, and then we just swam in the pool. Easy day. So you have a fantastic rest of your day, and we'll see you tomorrow.
I didn't even do the burgers for the kids today because we know what a burger is. We know that today the kids did not eat enough either. They did not eat enough protein today. They never eat enough protein because Amy doesn't care about their nutrients. They do not care about how much the children eat or how much sugar. You will see that if you watch videos of Amy's. Amy, it's time for you to start caring about your children. This is the end of the video. These caught us all the way up through the hurricanes. Amy has 2 other videos. She has a pool party video and I don't know what the other one's called. She names her videos such crazy things these days. It used to be like Monday motivation and Friday fragments, and every day in between was pretty, you could count on a good Amy video. But these days, videos are random. But anyway, the next 2 videos, they are also mixed videos. If you look at them, they have some clips from multiple days. So we're going to hit those in one video. I'll have those up soon. So check that one out next. And then we'll be all caught up with Amy in her anxiety video. So stay tuned. We are getting all caught up to where Amy's at. So when Amy posts the video, I will just post the commentary on that video. But I hope you enjoyed us getting caught up on her hurricane stuff. Let me know in the comments if you want to see anything else, and we'll see what we can do. I hope you all have a great day, and I'll see you next time. Be there or be square. Bye, neighbors.